Ostriches soon not controllable. Miss Ketwalk must quickly clean river.
Ladies and gentlemen of the spirit world, if you want to show me the way, now's the time. Just had to ask, I guess. The water is clean now, but who knows how much damage has already been done.
First guide not come back here. Now all water poisoned. Not good signs. Spirits upset, Miss Catwalk. First guide not come back here. Now all water poisoned. Not good signs.
Bairtla, Miss Ketwalk. Thanks you and spirits. Ostriches saved.
Be careful all the same, Mr. Barut. The dam filtering the water may not hold very long.
Sa! Yukos leave here fast to make sure Ostrich is safe. But not possible without Kirk. Him our guide.
I just came from the clinic. Kirk and I shared a room.
Sa! How going, Kirk?
He's fine. Don't worry, Mr. Barut.
Took. So why him not come back with you?
It's taking a while to finish his artificial leg. It would seem.
No, Kirk. Yukos cannot leave here. So ostriches want continued journey without Yukos. Can't keep ostriches here very long. Ostriches cross Lake Valsambor alone. And then eaten by lake spirits. Tuk.
The ostriches crossing the lake, so that has to be a part of the migration?
Tuk tuk. Baranur, on other side of lake, is path of sacred plains. Ostriches lay eggs in hot sand on sacred plains. But lake, not anymore frozen, so not be able cross.
Listen, Mr. Barut, do your best to calm your ostriches while I go to Valsambor. I promised Kirk to go get his prosthesis and bring it back to him.
Bartla tuk. Miss Ketwalk, you friend of Yukos.
I'm going to speak with the shaman now.
Ayahuasca will be very happy. See Miss Ketwalk. She go with you and around you a lot in world of spirits, so they free you. You not die because of her.
walnuts. Cheap, cheap, cheap. A good deal, not cheap.
You know, Mads, you really do have a good nose for business. All right, then, please give 2 kilos, young.
When you get into Valsambor, drop by my tavern. It's got the best food in town.
What an amazing jumble. Not at all like New York markets. The Yukon craftsmen must make these statuettes by the dozen.
Business not so good. Authorities become hostile. Reaching sacred lands of ostriches very difficult in these conditions.
What odd clothes you're wearing there, young lady.
Hello.
I can go inside this yurt. I can go inside this yurt. What a pretty pattern. If only I had the time to take a little nap.
What odd clothes you're wearing there, young lady.
I don't understand why the mayor put the Yukos on our doorstep like that.
People not like Yukos now. Duk duk. Still very long road before getting to sacred lands of ostriches.
Ha, Miss Kate Walker. You have good news?
To be honest, nothing great. Kirk, your young guide, is in the hands of Olga Efimova. That woman has the director of the clinic, Dr. Zamiatine, under her thumb. She also seems to be in tight with a shady soldier. These people hate you, Ayahuasca. They can't stand your way of life. They're the ones who poisoned your ostrich's water. I think they're also holding up Kirk's prosthesis to keep him in the clinic and stop you from continuing your migration.
People not like Yukos now. Yukos out of date. Tuk-tuks. If Yukos without guide, not able continue great voyage. Return to north and never leave again. And then ostriches die.
Well, hold on. We're not at that stage yet. I promised Kirk I'd go to Valsambor to bring back his mechanical leg.
Tuk. Magic leg not only problem for Yukos.
What's the other problem?
Ayahuasca sees bad spirits everywhere on long road for Yukos. Now many very, very bad spirits on lake and also after. Baranor very dangerous. Bad luck everywhere. Ayahuasca very, very scared.
There may be another way to cross the lake instead of waiting for it to freeze. I'll find out when I visit Valsambor.
Why Miss Kate Walker decide to do all this for us?
Without the Ukels, I would have died of cold and hunger next to a Siberian river. It's only natural I should give you a hand in return.
Look! So, Miss Kate Walker decide accompany Ukels on great journey?
We'll see. First, I have to go to Valsambor. But like you, I seem to be a prisoner in this camp.
Ukels not have right to go to Valsambor now. Miss Kate Walker like them. Now she must find pass so that she able to leave here.
Where can I find a pass so I can leave the camp?
Before, Ukels could make use of pass machine in cabin at camp exit. But authorities decide break it in small pieces, so now we cannot use. Miss Kate Walker should ask client tourists in Valsambor.
Strange the lake taking so long to freeze. This must be a consequence of global warming.
Bad spirits at bottom of lake make water very hot. Really nasty bad spirits everywhere now.
I was told about everything your tribe did for me when you found me. Thank you so much.
Miss Kate Walker cured. That's what counts. Job of ayahuasca.
I'm going to try to find the pass that you told me about.
Miss Kate Walker, go quickly.
What a funny smell. Ayahuasca, the Ukel shaman. I didn't think I'd see her again after she helped me save Hans. A hide. Must be for making clothing.
You don't have a pass to enter the city? How did you get in? I'll be stuck here if I give you my pass to the city. You don't have a pass to enter the city? How did you get in? I'll be stuck here if I give you my pass to the city.
Keep moving. Keep an eye on your belongings. The pickpockets are swarming around here.
What a strange sculpture. Looks like a kind of octopus or squid.
A town pass? You need to go to the town hall, young miss.
Keep moving. Keep an eye on your belongings. The pickpockets are swarming around here.
A town pass? You need to go to the town hall, young miss.
Give you my pass to enter the city, and then what next?
And how am I getting home if I give you my town pass? No way I'd ever lend you my pass.
Give you my pass to enter the city, and then what next?
And how am I getting home if I give you my town pass?
Hard not to feel intimidated. The clinic. I hope Kirk is okay up there.
Punukmak.
Great ostriches always need lots of attention. Lots.
Värtla, Miss Catwalk.
Tuk sugar! Tuk sugar!
Great ostriches always need lots of attention. Lots.
So that's the famous lake that won't freeze anymore.
Great ostriches always need lots of attention. Lots.
A squid lying in a puddle of ink. Poor creature. Let's try something else. Nothing. Impossible.
Great ostriches always need lots of attention. Lots.
A checkpoint for the municipal employee.
Stop! You may not pass.
May I ask why not?
Miss, as the inopportune loitering of the Yukon nomads in town was proving to be disturbing the tranquility of the inhabitants, Mayor Bulakin has ordered access to Valsambor to henceforth be restricted to those presenting a duly stamped pass, which confers the authorization to access said town.
What disturbing impact on tranquility could the Yukos be accused of?
Degradation of the public infrastructure, petty theft, shoplifting, begging, the entire felonious panoply typical of such a person.
And do you have any formal proof against them?
Without a pass, you shall not pass. The pass to the town? Do not attempt to corrupt me with that trinket. That is precisely what Yukos do. Put that away this instant, otherwise I shall cite you for threatening a person duly imbued with authority. Give that to the nomads. Maybe they'll get a good price for it. Do not attempt to corrupt me with that trinket. That is precisely what Yukos do.
Do I really need a pass?
Indispensable. So cease arguing and keep moving.
Do I really need a pass?
Indispensable. So cease arguing and keep moving.
Since he seems so nice, I doubt I'll be able to cut a deal with him. A checkpoint for the municipal employees.
Guide Kirk, gone much too long time. Quiet tourists less friendly now. No longer like Yukos.
Give you my pass to enter the city, and then what next?
And how am I getting home if I give you my town pass?
Business not so good. Authorities become hostile.
I can go inside this yurt. What a pretty pattern. If only I had the time to take a little nap.
No way I'm giving you my pass. That'll teach you a lesson about sneaking around. I'm sorry, but I never help the uninvited.
I'm sorry, but I can't give you my pass to the town. Otherwise, I'd be stuck here just like you, right?
Before Yukos could always use stamping cabin. Then hey, visit town. Yokels wait for Guide Kirk.
This forge is magnificent.
Miss Catewalk will find everything that she seek here. See something you like, maybe? Miss Catewalk will find everything that she seek here.
Catastrophe with ostrich water mist close. Thank you, Miss Catewalk. Tent of Shana near Yurkur Woodworker. She may can help.
Keep moving. Keep an eye on your belongings. The pickpockets are swarming around here.
Duk, duk.
You don't have a pass to enter the city? How did you get in? I'll be stuck here if I give you my pass to the city. You don't have a pass to enter the city? How did you get in? I'll be stuck here if I give you my pass to the city. You don't have a pass to enter the city? How did you get in?
Now all client tourists think Yukos are thieves.
Give you my pass to enter the city, and then what next?
And how am I getting home if I give you my town pass?
What an amazing jumble. Not at all like New York markets.
Catastrophe with ostrich water mist close. Thank you, Miss Catewalk.
The Yukol craftsmen must make these statuettes by the dozen.
Catastrophe with ostrich water mist close. Thank you, Miss Catwalk.
Those ostriches are absolutely adorable. I wonder if I can...
Doop, doop.
How am I getting home if I give you my town pass? No way I'd ever lend you my pass.
You don't have a pass to enter the city? How did you get in?
People not like Yukols now. Clientele is suspicious and authorities mean. People not like Yukols now. Clientele is suspicious and authorities mean.
Superstitions seem pretty firmly in place here. Superstitions seem pretty firmly in place here. A hide. Must be for making clothing. Ayahuasca, the Yukol shaman. I didn't think I'd see her again after she helped me save Hans. Ayahuasca's owl. It looks as stubborn as ever. Ayahuasca's owl. It looks as stubborn as ever. A Yukol craftsman surrounded by wood sculptures. The tribe's woodworker?
Now all client tourists think Yukols are thieves. Before, when tribe arrive, it's happy time for everyone in Valsambor.
Catastrophe with ostrich water mist close. Thank you, Miss Catuork.
Sir, excuse me.
Hello, miss. You're not actually from here. I can hear it. What on earth is a young American doing in our beautiful land? Business? Or perhaps tourism?
Oh, it's a long story, believe me.
I see. In any event, you must try and visit our town. You know, Valsambor is very charming this season. And may I suggest you drop by my tavern? It's the best restaurant in town.
Well, I'd love to, but unfortunately I learned that now I need a pass to get into Valsambor. I'm looking for someone who can help me get one.
Ah, yes, that's true. That's a pain it is. But you're actually in luck. I may be able to do something for you. This is my wife's pass. She's not well, so she couldn't come with me. The document is perfectly valid, except she forgot to get it stamped at the town hall.
And that's a problem?
I'm afraid so. Without the stamp, the document is worthless. Not that long ago, you just needed to get it officially stamped at the police checkpoint, over there at the camp gate. But there hasn't been anybody there since the town decided to come down hard on the U-calls.
So this pass is useless?
Not necessarily. You need to add a stamp that looks like the official Valsambor seal. The police aren't that sharp-sighted around here, I have to admit. Anyway, I didn't say a word. Good luck, miss. And don't forget to drop by my tavern when you're in Valsambor. When you get into Valsambor, drop by my tavern. It's got the best food in town.
Catastrophe with ostrich water mist close. Thank you, Miss Catuork. Tent of Shana near Yurkur woodworker. She may can help.
Nothing useful here. A stamp. Looks like something's missing, though. not right. No way. Nothing. Not a chance. Impossible. Let's try something else. It doesn't work. Impossible. Let's try something else. Only the stamp is missing. How practical. There's a shape ingrained in the leather. Not a chance. That's not right. Let's try something else. Impossible. No way. Nothing. It doesn't work. That's not right. It doesn't work. Not a chance. Stamps. But not one is the right shape, of course. Nothing useful here. Given the living conditions here, I can understand why the policeman's so nice. Stamps. But not one is the right shape, of course. Only the stamp is missing. How practical. Not a chance. It doesn't work. Let's try something else. Nothing. Stamps. But not one is the right shape, of course. A checkpoint for the municipal employees. Since he seems so nice, I doubt I'll be able to cut a deal with him. A checkpoint for the municipal employees.
Unuk Mac. Miss Catwalk still okay?
Bairtla, Miss Catwalk.
A squid lying in a puddle of ink. Poor creature. That's not right. Not a chance. Let's try something else.
Great ostriches always need lots of attention. Lots.
Bairtla, Miss Catwalk.
Let's try something else. No way. It doesn't work. Nothing. Impossible. Not a chance. That's not right. Nothing. Let's try something else. Not a chance. No way. Only the stamp is missing. How practical. Stamps. But not one is the right shape, of course. Nothing useful here. Nothing useful here. Given the living conditions here, I can understand why the policeman's so nice. No way. It doesn't work. Impossible. That's not right. There's a shape ingrained in the leather. There's a shape ingrained in the leather. Let's try something else.
Guide Kirk gone much too long time.
What a pretty pattern. If only I had the time to take a little nap. What a pretty pattern. Eucalyptus candles, made with homemade wax.
What odd clothes you're wearing there, young lady.
Hello.
catastrophe with ostrich water mist close. Thank you, Miss Catwalk.
Hello.
Unukmak, Miss Catwalk. Need something from Forge?
Well, yes, I do. I need a stamp that has the same shape as the Valsambor seal and that I can use with the press at the camp gate.
Complicated. Need model. Tuk tuk. You have that, Miss Catwalk? Bed junk that. Bed junk that. Bed junk that.
What kind of model do you need?
Miss Catwalk must give model size, like real true object.
What kind of model do you need?
Miss Catwalk must give model size, like real true object.
Tent of shaman near Yurkur woodworker. She may can help.
Keep moving.
Hello, little lady.
I don't understand why the mayor put the Yukos on our doorstep like that.
Superstitions seem pretty firmly in place here. What a funny smell.
Miss Kate Walker go great journey with you girls.
A hide. Must be for making clothing. What a funny smell. Ayahuasca, the Yukol shaman. I didn't think I'd see her again after she helped me save Hans.
Miss Kate Walker go great journey with you girls.
Tuk tuk.
Sinister. Sinister.
People not like Yukos now.
I don't understand why the mayor put the Yukos on our doorstep like that.
Hello.
Ha ha! Kunuk Mak, Miss Catwalk. Like collect souvenirs?
Well, that sculpture there.
Ha ha! Kilak. That great spirit, very bad, Miss Catwalk. Evil monster of water in Great Lake.
Oh, I see. It's a representation of a local legend.
Haha, not legend, Miss Catwalk. Kilak, very great, very bad. Live at bottom of lake.
If the monster really existed, wouldn't he have attacked your ostriches when you tried to cross the lake to continue your journey?
Yukos always cross in day. Kilak not like day and light. Always when lake frozen. Kilak not be able to cross ice to eat ostriches then. But now, lake still not frozen. Ostrich is impatient. Not good, not good.
Kirk being gone so long really has you worried, doesn't it?
Kirk, sacred guide. No guide, so not great journey. Miss Catwalk comes with news about Kirk.
His treatment is weakening him, but he was fine when I left.
Ah, Kirk come back very fast. Or not good.
One of you repaired a key to help me escape the clinic. Was it you?
No. Smith, over there.
So, how's business?
Tuk tuk. No more client tourists here. No more like you calls in Valsambor. Not good for business.
Why don't they like you here?
You calls stuck staying too long in Valsambor. Not good. Must leave fast.
Goodbye, and thank you for all the information.
Okay, Miss Getwalk. Bye-bye. Stay too long time around Valsambor.
The tribe's woodworker? What a strange sculpture. Looks like a...
Now all client tourists think Yukos are thieves!
Stirring things up in town. Hello, little lady. When you get into Valsambor, drop by my tavern. It's got the best food in town.
What an amazing jumble. Not at all like New York markets.
Catastrophe with ostrich water mist close. Thank you, Miss Catwalk. Things went better with the Yugels before, that's for sure. Catastrophe with ostrich water mist close. Thank you, Miss Catwalk.
Doop doop. Still very long road before getting to sacred lands of ostriches.
Hello, little lady.
The Yukel craftsmen must make these statuettes by the dozen. That's not right. Not a chance. There's a shape ingrained in the leather. That's not right. Nothing useful here. Stamps. But not one is the right shape, of course.
Complicated. Smith also need wax for mold. Good junk. Stamp ready in not long time.
I have to find a way to attach the stamp or it'll fall out again. I have to find a way to attach the stamp or it'll fall out again. Only the stamp is missing. How practical. I have to find a way to attach the stamp or it'll fall out again. Let's try something else. I have to find a way to attach the stamp or it'll fall out again. I have to find a way to attach the stamp or it'll fall out again. Only the stamp is missing. How practical.
Hello, Miss Walker. Very happy to finally catch up with you.
Mr. Canton, what on earth do you want?
To take you back home, whether you like it or not. Come on, give me your hands, please.
Mr. Canton, I don't know how much the people who hired you promised for delivering me to them. But if it's only a question of money, maybe...
Stop right there, Miss Walker. You're being a tad insulting. Listen, my professional integrity has never been in doubt in over 20 years of work. Come on! Wrists out. Mr. Marson? Finally, I have her. Yes, she is safe and sound. I have Miss Walker under control. I'll keep you informed of our progress. It'll take a day or two at most. I suppose there are a few procedural obstacles to overcome before we can leave the country.
Listen, all these things I'm accused of are completely untrue. Hans's murder, embezzlement, it's nonsense. And while we're wasting time here, I can't help the Yukels. And believe me, they really need it.
I am not your enemy, Miss Walker. If you haven't done anything like you say, it's in your interest to go back and defend yourself in court. There's nothing left for you to do here anyway. Not everyone here is your friend in these parts, I'm afraid.
Nothing personal, you understand, Mr. Canton. But I'm not leaving with you. There's no way.
I don't think you really have a choice.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Help! Help! Help me!
My God, Miss Walker! Shut up, will you? Don't make me gag you.
Good luck, Mr. Detective.
God, I don't believe it! Yes, I thought I heard someone shouting too. No, it didn't come from here. More like the other side. Over there. Follow me.
Quick! I have to get free and get out of here while Canton is busy. Useless. A glass bottle. Maybe if I knock it over. That's no use to me. Useless. It didn't break. God, I need to find something else. Free at last. All right, let's get out of here before Canton comes back. I was just calling you for help. Why didn't you come? You are police officers, aren't you?
I have my orders, and they're not to intervene in the affairs of the American detective. The order came from up high, you know. And besides, my officially designated duty here is to make sure that only people with a proper pass may have access to the town. The rest isn't one of my official assignments, miss.
I see. Your spirit of initiative does you proud. I'd still like to go back to Valsambor now.
Without a pass, you shall not pass. Miss Walker! No, wait! I have an arrest warrant for this woman. Arrest her! Oh! My pass! Give it back to me! Immediately, you hear?
Believe me, it's a really good thing that the nomads can't just come and go around Valsambor as they please anymore.
That big boat, the Crystal, it's been rotting at the dock for years.
Things are heating up for Mayor Bulyakin.
My squid is absolutely fresh, miss. Listen, miss, it's fresh.
We're going to see the Nomad Souk. Apparently they have good prices.
Since the town hall closed the port, we sometimes get the impression we're living in a ghost town.
Hi there. Anything biting?
As if. 20 years there's been fewer fish, but sometimes you can get lucky. Go figure. It's really odd.
You seem to know the region well. Maybe you can fill me in a bit. I'd like to know a little bit more about the local legend. I was told that there's a monster down there, living at the bottom of the lake.
It's not a legend.
And how can you be so sure?
Back when, the lake froze over earlier in the season. People would go out and make holes in the ice in the middle of the lake, then fish like that. Sometimes they would even set up these cabins for the winter next to the hole. The old folk always said you should only cut a small hole, just wide enough so the fish could be pulled through when you landed them. No more than that. One day, this guy who was kind of odd cut a really big hole. To make it easier, he said. In case he caught a really big one. You don't have to believe me, but he's the one who went into the hole. Backwards. Into the depths. In less time than it takes to say it, the monster's arm came through the hole, then dragged the poor guy down to the bottom of the lake. That's why the old folks say never make a big hole in the ice. Because of the monster that lurks below.
And how do you know all that?
Because the poor guy was my older brother. And I was fishing just next to him that day. So you think what you want. You have a good day, miss. It's because of the lake monster that the locks are closed. 20 years the port's been left to rot. Damn Baranur. You want some advice, miss? It's always bad to go stirring up the past. I thought I had a nibble, but it was just my hook getting stuck. I should have seen the lake 20 years ago, before the catastrophe. It was really something. It's because of the lake monster that the locks are closed. 20 years the port's been left to rot. Damn Baranur.
Are you okay, sir? One more step and you were in the drink.
R-E-N-O.
Pardon?
It's me, Captain Obo. Obo! Proud commander of the... just as proud crystal. So don't you, sir, me.
Well, delighted. Captain, I'm Kate Walker. I'm looking for Steiner's, the clockmaker.
If I fall in the water, sailor, it'll be to go straight to hell. So don't fall in the water, sailor. You understand? Bastard's waiting for me.
Who are you talking about?
The monster of the lake is waiting for us all, miss. Everyone's time comes eventually. To finish the work. Come on, back in the fight. Because you can never lower your guard. Never.
Why is access to the boats blocked?
Someone stole 3 chickens last night.
Excuse me, please, miss.
Yes?
I'm looking for Simon Steiners.
Simon Steiner is my grandfather. My name is Sarah. Sarah Steiner.
Pleased to meet you, Sarah. I'm Kate Walker. Can you tell me where I can find your grandfather's workshop?
Of course. You'll find his shop is at the end of the alleyway, on the left, just as you leave it, in the main avenue. Can I ask what you want with him? Because he's rather old, you know.
I'm accompanying the Yukol caravan. Apparently your grandfather is supposed to be making a mechanical prosthesis for Kirk, their spiritual chief, who had a bad accident recently. Without the artificial leg, Kirk won't be able to go along with the great migration of his people. And on top of that, the Yukols won't leave without their guide.
You're accompanying the Yukols? My god, you're so terribly lucky. When I was little, Grandfather used to tell me all about their adventures, full of mystery and magic.
You seem to like the Yukols, Sarah. I get the impression that's rare in Valsambor.
It's true that when it comes to the Yukols, people around here can be a bit silly. They go out of their way to make the nomads scapegoats for all of the town's problems since they got stuck here.
But you don't, do you?
Of course not. Grandfather told me that he has actually seen 3 or 4 of the great ostrich migrations in his lifetime, and he always really respected those strange people. He even made sure I would admire them too, you know.
I guess you're pretty close to your grandfather?
Yes. Of course he can get a bit grumpy, especially the last few years, but he's actually really adorable, and you should see the work he does. Give him a few cogs and springs, and he'll give you some unbelievably incredible invention. He almost makes mechanical objects seem alive.
I see exactly what you mean. I used to know someone like that, too.
The only problem we have is that business collapsed when he got sick. I really do believe that if I didn't have the waitressing jobs to make ends meet, we'd probably have to close up shop.
Do you like life in Valsambor?
Oh, there's really not that much to talk about here, you know. I spend all my time here or with Grandfather since he got sick.
There was no one who could keep an eye on him for you?
We can't afford it, I'm afraid. I also think I prefer it this way. My grandfather is my only family.
Thank you for your help.
I'll be stopping in to see Grandfather on my next break. Maybe I'll see you there.
Yes, I hope so. Goodbye, Sarah.
I hope Grandfather remembered to take his medication this morning. He hates it when people treat him like he's sick.
I'd rather be left here on my own if you don't mind, miss.
That's the nice man who helped me leave the Yukol camp. I should go thank him.
Ah, miss, delighted to see that you finally managed to leave the Yukol camp.
Yes, thank you very much for the pass.
Well, now that you're at last here, you'll be able to taste my famous borscht.
It would be my pleasure, but I do have to find Steiner the clockmaker right away.
Simon Steiner? Ah, in that case, you should speak with Sarah, our young waitress. She's his granddaughter.
Is Simon Steiner well known here in Valsambur?
For a long time, he was rather popular. You know, he isn't just a clockmaker. He knows everything about mechanical objects. He repaired everything for everybody here in Valsambur. He also designed the amusement park on the other side of the lake with a colleague of his, a French automaton creator, if I remember. You could say Valsambur owes a lot to Simon Steiner, miss. So when he got sick, I offered to hire Sarah to help a little. You understand?
I met that man recently. A certain Captain Obo. He doesn't seem very with it.
And he's been that way for 20 years, miss. 20 years. Can you imagine? He used to command the Crystal, the boat that made the crossing between here and the amusement park, on the other side of the lake. And he wasn't the same man then.
How are things in town? They don't seem to be going that well.
If you ask me, the atmosphere is horrible. At least half the people don't want the U-calls right at our door. Most of the shopkeepers even made the decision to go on strike over...
有听到吗？有听到吗？哦，原来这款游戏居然是那个又有探险，然后又解谜。你应该不太喜欢玩这种。你在玩什么？
All those youngsters trying to act smart to impress the Steiner girl. Really gets to me.
魔猎人。
对啊。背心模式太难打了。
哎，你刚刚是不是有进我这个直播？
没有。
The lake is haunted by a demon.
进我的直播。
It's watching me. Waiting. I can feel it.
但背心模式太难打了，真是。
That shape there in the water.
哎，我刚刚超扯的，我跟到有一团哦，然后进去打哦，哎，全部打完之后我总伤我第1名哎。
哦，是哦。
对啊，我才打180多吧。然后哎，全队我最高了，然后就。 180多少？我算一下，180多万。哎，没有100，没有，真的有到100，1000多万吧。
你说打什么？
那个阎王啊。
哦。
你可以打成这样子。
是我们公会的吗
？We're pretty lucky with all we've been through. At least we've still got places like this. How's it going, Kate?
没有野团那个。
You'll find Grandfather's workshop down along the alleyway to the left of the main street there, heading towards the town hall.
那个什么，什么小的、啊，
什么？
那个什么四海兄弟，
四海兄弟好久、哦。
对啊，我还剩10个小时哎。
我也是。
我现在17，没有你比我早载，我还比你快一点点而已。
你还剩多久？我还剩蛮久的。
我剩11个小时。
我看一下，我还剩多久？妈，干起来是31个小时！我操他妈！我扯，我扯爆了！你不讲还好，我一看，夭寿。因为我那时候看了一下，结果我看那个英文字是希伯利亚英文字，我想希伯利亚好像有听过，结果我去查一下，原来是这一款游戏，
就是这一款游戏。
这款就是主打冒险解谜，
那就冒险解谜啊，
但是
完全不是没有兴趣。
对你这对你来说完全是没兴趣的。
我只有难，可能应该就是只有拿来买而已啊，对吧？然后不会再来玩。
Everyone's been surly the last few months.
妈的，我打一只，我打不知道几次哦，贝西摩斯啊，打好几次哦，10几次有，没有一场赢过，你知道吗？
是哦，
这样很扯哦。重点是有些人他妈的明明就可以断招，为什么不断招？然后他妈就硬要他妈这边一直打，然后互相支援也不会，真看不懂。
人群。
几点开那个啊？开那个啊？
让我看一下。看9.07。
对啊，谁开啊？9.07，
我现在那个电脑跟那个都开在一起，电脑也开着，因为我刚刚在挂。还没开，赶快，大家准备要进来。准备要开喽！
我已经进去里面待命。我想说，这次贝西摩斯到那个魔物猎人的时候会很弱，就是看起来就呆呆的，就他妈的虽然行动缓慢，但他真的是很讨厌，各种魔法技能，而且打很痛，那是不知道在痛什么东西了。
还有无接的。
The Yukos don't belong in Balsampor. The shopkeepers have had enough.
Thieving Yukos in Balsampor.
The shopkeepers want them out the door.
Thieving Yukos in Balsampor.
The shopkeepers want them out the
the nomad souk. Throw them all out or we'll stay on strike.
The shopkeepers are on strike for the first time in ages. That's not good business for anyone, if you want my opinion.
Come outside! Show yourself, Mr. Mayor!
Yeah, come outside now or we'll throw you out in the next elections. Mayor Buyakin! Mayor Buyakin!
Excuse me. What's happening here?
Isn't it obvious? We're demonstrating against having the Yukon nomads parked on our doorsteps.
But what for?
Since they came to Valsambor, there's been no end to the shoplifting and vandalism, and on top of that, their souk is taking our customers. Mayor Bulyakin has to do something, and fast. We're not leaving until he receives our delegation.
But why won't the mayor talk to him?
Because he's a schmuck. He wants the nomads to continue their migration as much as us, but he's too afraid of annoying his higher-ups. And while he's gaining time by playing both sides of the board, we're watching our sales go through the floor.
The authorities are asking the mayor to prevent the migration from continuing? They want the Yukos to stay blocked in Valsambor?
That's what people are saying, but if you want my opinion, the only thing the mayor is waiting for is someone to get rid of those savages without him having to get his hands dirty.
我这种感觉有牵扯到政治问题，太剧情。
People are getting more and more excited here. It'll be a riot if it goes on.
Listen to me, please. Come on, get a broom. Listen to me, please.
What? That statue? No, it's impossible.
就可以像这样。它这个比暴雨杀机还复杂，要求。
I don't like that new waitress working in the tavern at all.
It's kicking off near the town hall.
妈的，干你娘！
好烧脑啊！
Welcome to our humble Valsambor funicular station, miss.
When they shut the funicular down this morning, it created chaos.
There's no way I'm going back to the clinic without Kirk's prosthesis.
Impossible, I don't believe it. He forgot to leave it open again. Kirill! Kirill! When I get my hands on him, this time he's really going to get it. Impossible, I don't believe it. He forgot to leave it open
妈
again.
的，躲在石头后面还是被打到了，妈的三小判定。
是哦。
他有一个一击必杀的。他都已经躲在石头后面了。
好像看到了。
Hello. Are you Mr. Steiner? I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Steiner. My name is Kate Walker, and I've come to pick up the prosthesis for Kirk, the Yukel spiritual guide.
And well, dear Miss Walker, Dr. Efimova has informed me that the young man was not yet in any sort of condition to withstand the operation, and that...
Mr. Steiner, are you all right?
It is impossible. That pendant you have around your neck. I would be very obliged if you would entrust me with it for a moment. Please, Miss Walker. Mein Gott! An XZ-2000 automaton heart in perfect working condition. A compensating spring memory. Pendulum ventricles and small mechanical pumps. Everything seems in excellent condition. Donnerwetter! Where on earth did you steal this, Miss Walker?
I did not steal it. It's a souvenir. It's all I have left of Oscar, a very dear friend.
Ah, so... And yet I am actually very familiar with this type of precision mechanism. An infernal precision. Incredible, unique expertise. For this was a Vorarlberg automaton, Miss Walker.
Yes. It was Hans Vorarlberg who designed this object. Tell me, did you know him?
Oh, yeah. He even lived here a few years. We did a lot of work together. He taught me so many different things, you know. So it is useless to try and make up silly stories, Miss Walker. And I am afraid that I am not about to allow you to leave here as long as you have not told me the truth about where this object comes from.
Mr. Steiner, Oscar was a very special automaton. He inspired almost human emotions. But today he doesn't exist. He isn't dead, of course. Because what has never lived cannot die. Oscar was just dismantled. It had to be like that. All that I have left of him is that heart. A heart made of metal.
It's far more than just a heart, miss. It's far more like a kind of mechanical hard drive. A computer that is full of cogs, gears, and springs, but...
Mr. Steiner, are you all right?
My heart... need... my medication. Quickly!
Just don't move. I'll go and get your medication. No medication in sight. A prototype for the clinic aviary? Who would store medication in this mess?
看他怎么冲他小啊。
Kirk's prosthesis, but it looks like it isn't finished.
Yeah, 他要在北兰。
Still nothing.
药在哪？你的药在哪？
Who would store medication in this mess? Still nothing. Who would store medication in this mess? All that clattering must get really tiring after a while. Nothing that could help him.
Yeah. Io ho detto.
No medication. No medication.
My heart. I need my medication. Quickly.
Empty. No medication in sight.
Make yourself right at home. Don't mind me. I just own the place.
A prototype for the clinic aviary? All that clattering must get really tiring after a while.
那你的药到底在哪里啦？
No medication. No way. Nothing that could help him. That could do him more harm than good. There's no point. Who would store medication in this mess? Still nothing. Still nothing. Kirk's prosthesis, but it looks like it isn't finished. A woman's writing saying, "Grandfather, don't forget to take your medication 3 hours before dinner." Who would store medication in this mess? Fantastic. 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 Fantastic.
重点是你的药在哪？靠背啊！天嘞！
Still nothing.
说哪有？
Look at me. Are you satisfied? I just can't handle any aggravation anymore.
不是我。
That could do him more harm than good. All that clattering must get really tiring after a while.
Yeah, 有点多了。妈，太扯了！叫我找个药喝啊，找不到，搞我啊！有点扯，药居然找不到。
吃饱了？
还没。
我爸楼下有买那个鸭翅啊。
嗯。鸭翅？什么鸭翅？
鸭的翅膀啊。
哦。
几点？
休几天？礼拜一。休到礼拜一啊？对。那你又要去那个？就是要早，礼拜一要早点回去啊。6点收假。早上6点。下午。下午6点。对。对啊。我跟你讲，我礼拜一都上班了。没关系，我自己去。之后你就要去宜兰了。对啊。没关系。
看，他妈，这太靠背了吧！这解谜的他妈的实在太扯了。慢慢解。
Thank you for your precious help, my dearest Miss Walker. I'm afraid I may have judged you somewhat hastily.
Don't mention it, Mr. Steiner. Tell me about the prosthesis. I need to take it back to Kirk very quickly, if, of course, you agree to let me have it.
Yeah. I just have a few small adjustments to make. It involves very precise and meticulous mechanics, understand?
Will it take long? I'm sorry to insist, but I also have to give a hand to those unfortunate Yukos.
哎呦，非常的可观。塞琳尼亚的333。我也不知道啊，不知道是因为我在玩，是因为我不知道我是我在玩西伯利亚还是怎样。
没有。
设计我都把其他都卡掉了，除非是。 要么就是怎样，我开直播。
I need to help them get across the lake with their herd of ostriches. I'm so worried about them.
Once the mechanical leg is at last ready, I can go to the clinic and bring back young Kirk to you. That way you only have to worry about what happens to the other Yukols. Well?
That's so nice of you, Mr. Steiner. But why are you doing this?
I wasn't extremely nice to you earlier. And also, the way the Yukols are treated by the other townsfolk here, in my own town, disgusts me. So I want to help those poor devils, even if I am in no way absolutely certain they should be crossing the lake.
What on earth's the matter, Mr. Steiner?
The next stage of your journey is the poor, cursed town of Baranor. It has become hell on earth since the time of the last great ostrich migration. Please join me downstairs for a moment, Miss Walker.
I'll
show you exactly what I mean. Look just next to the films there, Miss Walker. You should find a film on Baranor. When you found the old film reel, run it through the spool on the projector.
Baranor, the cursed city. Baranor, the martyred town. Baranor has been nothing but a field of ruins and desolation since the week after the explosion of reactor number 3 in the nuclear power plant. Baltimore is on the other side of the lake, sheltered from the prevailing wind, and fortunately it seems to have been spared from the deadly radioactive clouds. Our town was mobilized to go to the aid of our neighbors.
他妈的，那陨石爆炸范围，妈的根本不是我的逻辑。
There were nonetheless among us some brilliant mechanical engineers. In record time, they developed a small army of automatons capable of helping the affected people. Those men and dogs of steel could go where a human could no longer set foot without becoming seriously ill. Over there, they could be excavators, rescue workers, and stretcher bearers.
These automatons look just like my friend Oscar. I guess people put that statue up in the square in their honor.
Yeah. Truly magnificent pieces, nicht wahr? The XZ-2000 model is most assuredly one of Hans's major masterpieces.
Their mission was to bring back any survivors of the catastrophe to Baltimore, where the victims would receive the best care in Dr. Zemiatin's clinic. The Crystal, the ferry usually responsible for linking the towns of Baltimore and Baranor every day, carried the new type of rescuer to the scene of the drama, and brought back the survivors of the catastrophe.
So Baranor suffered the ravages of a nuclear accident. But according to that film, the automatons you designed with Hans should have helped save lots of lives, right?
I'm afraid that's not how things went. Because of Captain Obo. Ah, that must be Sarah. Please come this way, Miss Walker. I'll introduce you. Miss Walker, may I introduce you to Sarah, my granddaughter?
We've actually already met, haven't we, Sarah?
I actually owe Miss Walker a candle. Thanks to her calmness and peace of mind, I'm still here and on my feet. She found my medication and gave it to me before it was too late. Donnerwetter.
You don't mean you had another attack, do you? Ah, you're being so very naughty, Grandfather. You absolutely must let Dr. Zemiatin examine you.
Come on, stay calm, my little child. When I go to the clinic to take the prosthesis to the young Yukol, I'll stop by and see the good doctor. Until then, why don't you make yourself really useful to Miss Walker? She's looking for some way to transport the Yukol caravan to the other side of the lake.
Well, I think I've already found the solution. The boat in the film, the Crystal, it must be the ship that's docked in the port. If it was able to transport the automatons you and Hans built, it could carry the ostriches across the lake.
Ah, that's not a bad idea. But unfortunately, there's a slight problem of size, dear Miss Walker.
What on earth do you mean?
Obo became a poor wreck when he simply abandoned our automatons in Baranor. The coward now drowns his sorrows in vodka. He's convinced that he fled because of the monster in the lake. Apparently, the imbecile saw the monster, Himmelgott. So he went back on his tracks, abandoning all the automatons in Baranor, as well as the people they were there to rescue.
Grandfather, I know you're still really angry with Captain Obo because he abandoned the automatons that you built with your friend Hans in Baranor. He was supposed to wait for them. They were going to take all the survivors they found in the rubble to the boat and then bring everyone here to safety in Valsambor. But in the end, when he got to the beach at Baranor and saw the disaster and all the dead, he became really afraid. The disease, the radiation, He must have had an uncontrollable panic attack, so he immediately turned back, dumped the machines on the crystal into the lake, and came back empty-handed to Valsambor. And the automatons have been there ever since, in hell. But who knows? Maybe today he'll want to sell. I'm sure Kate will be capable of convincing him to help the Yukels. I have to go do my waitressing shift in the tavern. Come by and see me later on, okay? Captain Obo will be there.
All right then. I'll try and convince Captain Obo. Thank you for everything, Mr. Steiner.
I don't know if I really should wish you good luck, dear Miss Walker. Baranur is only an open grave now.
Oh, 你电脑都关了、哦，你不能这个样子啊！哦，都没完的。哎，弄个电影来看吧。喂，弄个电影来看吧。
啊。等一下啊。
A prototype for the clinic aviary? All that clattering must get really tiring after a while.
Lost your way, pretty girl? If you need someone to follow you around town, just ask. I'd rather be left here on my own if you don't mind, miss.
Go speak with young Sarah. She could help you.
I hope you find the tavern agreeable, miss.
The captain is just there, next to the fireplace.
Captain Obo?
What do you want?
May I sit down for a second?
Go ahead.
Well, I'm sorry to impose, but I actually really...
You know, you kind of remind me of someone. The wife of the quartermaster that served on board the Crystal after the war. Do you realize he got married to the first cousin of the wife of a machinist?
Oh, okay. That's all really interesting, but what I wanted to ask...
That's a really great story, really. Because, did you know? So there. So the guy answers, I don't know nothing, Captain. Turns out he was hiding in the broom closet. Hilarious. Irina, the wife of the quartermaster, her name was Irina Malevna. Crazy how much you look like her.
Oh, gee. It's getting late. I have to go. You can finish telling me the story another time, Captain Obo.
The lake is haunted by a demon. It's watching me. Waiting. I can feel it.
I'd really suggest you steer well clear of Captain Oboe, miss. He's always basically drunk as a skunk.
I'm not standing here because I'm happy, you know, miss.
Is everything okay, Kate?
Not really. I'd like to ask Captain Oboe if the Yukol caravan can go on board his boat to cross over to Baranor. But I can't get a straight answer. He's completely sloshed.
I'm sorry, miss, but I really think you're wasting your time. He's getting drunk again to forget his crimes, like he always does. To forget he wasn't brave the way a captain should be. Can you believe it? In Baranor, he just picked up and abandoned his passengers. And I know, he'll never want to see that cursed place again.
I'm not sure that's true, lad. Even if he does drink a lot, the captain's a pretty good guy. Say the right thing, and you may be able to convince him.
If I'm ever lucky enough to find him sober, even for a moment, I need that drunkard to listen to me.
Maybe I can help you with that. I'll make him one of my famous small restoratives. After that, he'll want to sleep for 3 days, but at least his mind will be clear.
You know the captain better than I do. What can you tell me that will help me to convince him?
One thing's for sure, he definitely hates himself for abandoning all of those people to their fate over there in Baranor. All of those men, women, and children that Grandfather's army of automatons was going to rescue and bring back on board the Crystal. He has the impression nobody here will ever forgive him, and to be perfectly honest, he's not far wrong. Plus, he's also racked with guilt. So in my opinion, avoid criticizing him.
Has Captain Oboe taken the crystal out of port since leaving Baranor?
He's been far too drunk ever since then for that.
And anyway, the port's been closed since the tragedy of Baranor 20 years ago.
Do you think the crystal is still in sailing condition after all this time?
I'm sure there'll be a few repairs to do, but Oboe never stopped keeping it in shape, you know. He loves his boat, despite everything.
Do you know why Captain Oboe fled Baranor?
He must have been completely traumatized by what he saw there. The catastrophe, the victims, and then the radiation. He unloaded the automatons on the beach, but he didn't expect they'd bring the survivors back right then. He just cracked, completely snapped. Full astern and goodbye all. Can you even imagine?
Afterwards, he came up with that story of a sea monster appearing and attacking his boat.
Yes, the old legend of the monster of the lake. Convenient, isn't it?
Who knows what became of the victims and automatons the captain abandoned?
No, everybody hates the captain for that. But nobody volunteered to take the helm of the crystal in his place to pick up the survivors. If there are any left in Baranor. They're all dead now, that's for sure.
Grandfather says that the automatons would have broken down really quickly with nobody to maintain them.
Go see the captain. Sarah will bring you the restorative when it's ready.
Go and talk to Captain Oboe. I'll bring you his restorative. Take this, Captain. This one's on the house.
My God! This piss water unbattens the hatches, swabs the deck, and opens the portholes. Hello, Miss.
My name is Kate Walker, Captain Oboe. We met each other earlier.
To what do I owe the honor of your presence at the table of the regrettably famous Captain Oboe?
This is good news, Captain. You're back at the starting block again. You have a new beginning, a new dawn.
Now that's a good show of spirit, Miss Walker. What'll you be having now? It's my round.
I'd rather you listen to me. You're my only hope of finding a solution to my problem.
Do tell me about it, please, miss.
Because the Yukols and their ostriches are stuck here in Valsumbor. It's causing a serious problem among the people in your community. Plus, the nomads have to continue their great journey. Only you, Captain Obo, can defuse the situation by taking them on board the crystal.
You're very wrong, Miss Walker. Everybody will tell you that I'm incapable of giving a hand to anyone.
It's true, people are quick to judge. But they're not the ones who went to Baranor like you did. They can't teach you anything about being brave.
Maybe. So tell me, where do you actually want to go then, miss? I'm listening, miss.
You won't like this.
Stop going easy on me, would you? Where do you actually want to go, Miss Walker?
We're going to Baranor. That's where the migration is taking the Yukos.
Are you kidding? Baranor? In 20 years, nobody has landed. Nobody's even set foot there. I saw the hellish red eyes of the monster of the lake. Beast as big and long as my boat. Ask your Yukon friends what they think about it. They call it the Kilak, the evil spirit of the lake. The devil guarding the doorway to hell.
In that case, I'll buy the crystal.
What makes you think she's up for sale?
You've left her in the port to rot. She's completely run down. You haven't the money to keep her shipshape. I have money, and I need that ferry.
She's a ferry, not a liner. The girl wants to take the helm of the crystal. Now I've heard everything.
I know that if the Proud Crystal had an equally proud commander at her helm, things would go better. But as you don't want to go on a voyage...
All right. You can get your gang of little savages and board the crystal. I'll take you.
Oh, thank you, Captain, really, with all my heart. And thank you on behalf of the Yukos.
No, but be careful now, Captain Girl. You're not there yet. There are two conditions, and they are negotiable. First, we stop by Narodos. It's a little town just a bit south of Baranor. That will mean we avoid the most radioactive zones, but it won't actually take you too far off your path. And second, we also sail by day. I'm not going to finish up on the lake monster's plate. And it sleeps during the day. The beast is usually a bit of a night owl anyway.
I accept, Captain Obo.
In that case, all hands on deck now, sailor. Because we've got work to do before we can hoist the anchor.
Come on, Kate. You hurry off and meet with the captain before he changes his mind. I'll go tell Grandfather to join you on board the Crystal with Kirk.
Thank you, Sarah.
And it's been hard to sell our produce since the port closed. And now those nomads show up and undercut us.
I was sure the captain would end up by saying yes.
All right, Captain. How are the preparations going?
There's quite a bit of work to do before we can hoist the anchor, Miss Kate.
Maybe I can help you out with something.
Well, the coal needs to be stocked up. As for myself, I'll look after getting the water tanks ready to be filled. Take this. It's the code you need for entering the hangar where the coal is kept. You actually need it to use the crane to load the coal onto the crystal. Don't forget to open the storage hatchway first.
How do I open the hatchway to the coal storage on the crystal?
Just turn the wheel on the ship's bridge, sailor.
What do I need to do in the hangar?
That's where you'll find all the coal you need for the crystal. One container should just about be enough. And don't forget to use the entry code for the crane that I just gave you.
What do I need the crane for?
This here is for loading all the coal you get from the hangar onto the ship. Use the code I gave you so that you can access the control panel.
等一下，等一下。
I'll take care of that, Captain.
We need to set sail as soon as possible, so better hurry up.
It looks like it needs repairs. Too bad. Nobody.
这好用啊，番茄。这个。
那个坏掉了。
容量大吗？
不知道。
This must be the coal tank that the captain asked me to fill from outside.
好，你就在这边，这边往上。
This must be the coal tank that the captain asked me to fill from outside. This would be perfect for the Yukos. This must be the coal tank that the captain asked me to fill from outside. That's not right. Not a chance. Let's try something else.
你从回头过来的吗？
啊？
你从回头过来的吗？
不是啊。他音乐是不错了。
No point wasting the coal by emptying it here. No point wasting the coal by emptying it here. No point wasting the coal by emptying it here. no point wasting the coal by emptying it here.
You did a very good job loading all the coal.
你会断哦。
Right. Everything's ready, so we can start filling the water tank. Now we need to connect the water tower to the crystal, then climb up there to manually activate the water flow mechanism.
真是哦，他们都不会断招的。
Go ahead, Captain. I'll wait for you here.
Out of the question. My sails are too old for that much wind.
All right, I'll do it.
妈的，那闪光灯。
When you're finished, come and see me on board. There's still a lot to do before we're shipshape.
妈的，到底会不会打？
The captain said, first, connect the water intake on the bridge of the crystal. The captain said, first, connect the water intake on the bridge of the crystal.
来的？你回头是哪里？在三零年，还是280年？你就行，边一个独家呢？这就个我会考。
I took care of the water, Captain. Everything went smoothly. Is everything okay?
No. The ignition key for the crystal. I can't find it anywhere. Without it, we can't even start.
Come on, just relax. The key has to be around here somewhere.
Good Lord. Now I remember. 20 years ago, when I got back from Baranor without the automatons, everybody was really very hard on me, you know.
Captain, I don't really see what you...
So I spent the whole night in the tavern. You should have seen the state I was in when I got back to the Bridge of the Crystal.
And?
And then I threw the crystal's ignition key into the water. I swore I'd never set sail on the cursed waters of the lake again.
There has to be a duplicate for the key.
I don't know. At any rate, when Steiner finished building the crystal, he only actually gave me the one.
I saw a model of the crystal at Simon Steiner's. Is he the one who designed the ship?
Yes, of course.
Maybe he could be of some help then.
Maybe. Who knows?
Don't be so hard on yourself, Captain. I'll find a solution to the key problem.
If you say so.
Kate, how are the preparations with the captain coming along?
We're making progress, but actually we need some help from your grandfather. Is he here?
He just left for the clinic with the artificial leg he made for the Yukol guide, Kirk. I'm minding the shop until he gets back. Maybe I can help you with something?
It seems the captain has misplaced the ignition key for the crystal, and without it we won't be able to leave. So as it was your grandfather who designed the crystal, I figured he just might have a duplicate.
I have to admit, I don't see where you could get one of those. Apart from the model downstairs, I don't think he kept a lot of souvenirs of the time when he built the crystal.
Would you mind if I had a look?
Of course not. Here, take this. It'll let you look at the model close up.
fantastic.
Hello， 你好。17。
我看看，头发怎么变这样子？
嗯。
有去剪吗？
有啊。对啊。
你干嘛不要？他说怎么帮你弄个凹槽？
什么凹槽？
这个地方啊。就是刚好帮你剪那么多。这边应该再长一点。在你们里面剪，我在外面剪。好了。8块啊，是吧？80块。啊？80块。哎，我看看你变胖变瘦。你变好黑哦，很累哈，弟弟。
对啊。
啊，你为什么不睡觉？就玩一下，等一下再睡。这是什么？这准啊呢？
解谜的游戏。
是啊，你要多喝水吗？
有啊。
感觉你好累哦。
还好吧。
要多喝水，喉咙都。
嗯。
晚上手机要关起来啊。
嗯。
不要放那边，我就要做我的手机。
An ignition key. But it looks far too small for the crystal. Tools that would have suited Hans. Tools that would have suited Hans. So, Steiner had the time to finish the prosthesis. Perfect. That's not right. The duplication worked, but I get the impression it's not the right size.
应该不用超会心吧？终极战。
So, Steiner had the time to finish the prosthesis. Perfect.
Don't worry. As soon as Grandfather gets back here with Kirk, I'll tell them to join you straight away on the crystal.
Fantastic, Kate. I have to admit, you really know how to get things done.
Thank you, Captain. Are there any other preparations to carry out?
There's just one last problem to solve. The locks we need to use to get out onto the lake. They're shut by order of the town hall. You have to find some way to get them open.
What do you suggest?
The best thing to do is to ask Mayor Bulyakin for the authorization to reopen them. But just to give you fair warning, he's about as straight as a crooked waterspout, so you mind him. Or you could just get a hold of some explosives and then kaboom!
First, I'll try talking to the mayor. Thanks, Captain.
Oh, 要跑，那个。够靠谱。
Everyone's been surly the last few months.
I don't have any coins. Too bad.
The way they treat the nomads around here is terrible.
My dear friends, keep calm.
The shopkeepers are on strike for the first time in ages. That's not good business for anyone, if you want my opinion.
Yeah, nomads out!
Kick the Yukos out right now, or the strike will get worse!
Mr. Mayor?
Yes? What now?
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor. Please forgive me for intruding like this without an appointment at all, but I'd just like to start off by saying thank you for your time. I know how precious it is.
You are completely forgiven, my dear lady. How can I help?
Do you think it would be possible to open the locks in the port?
I beg your pardon? Did you say the locks? What on earth for?
I'm actually accompanying the Yukol tribe on their long journey right now, Mr. Mayor. I've asked Captain Obo if he would take us to the other side of the lake on the Crystal to now dusk.
Oh, Captain Obo, the Crystal, the Yukols. Do go on. Anyway, it would be very ungracious of me if I were to criticize you for removing that burden from our good town. Nonetheless, I'm afraid I must refuse your request, dear lady. The locks will remain closed until further notice. This decision came from above, you understand?
Listen, Mr. Mayor. You and I both know that the real problem is that you want to keep your voters' support without ticking off your superiors. And I might just be able to help you.
Really? And exactly how might that be?
Open the locks and I'll leave with the Yukols. Then you just have to tell the authorities that I committed some kind of sabotage. They'll gladly believe you. I have a very bad reputation, you know. And that way, you'll come out smelling like a rose.
Well, I have to admit, dear lady, that your arguments have convinced me. I am authorizing you to open the port locks so the Crystal can leave. Nonetheless, you should know that there is a technical problem that means the locks have to be opened manually. I imagine that such an inconvenience isn't likely to deter a woman as determined and resourceful as you.
Do you mean that?
Yes, as the local technician is absent, I'm afraid you'll have to delve into the murky waters yourself to open the locks. Nonetheless, this should help you use the underwater mechanism.
But how am I supposed to dive?
That, dear lady, is your problem, I suppose. Do have an excellent day.
Well?
The mayor agreed to let us open the locks, but one of us is going to have to go down into the port to activate the mechanism manually.
We have all the equipment we need in the shed at the end of the seawall. But you'll have to be the one who goes, miss. As you can see, my keel's been hauled too many times for that.
I've never gone diving. But if you think I'll be fine down there, I don't mind trying.
This has to stay between the two of us, Kate. There's something you need to know about the locks. They're also there to stop the lake monster from entering the port. Anyway, that's what I heard. But at this time of day, there's no risk. That spawn of hell sleeps all day.
Where's a suit I can use?
Meet me in the shed at the far end of the seawall. There should be something just about your size. I mean, near enough, anyway.
Do you really believe there's a monster down there in that lake?
You know, 20 years ago, it really wasn't paranoid that I was afraid of. Of the deaths, the radiation. That's what people say, but the truth is that it was actually the damn monster that made me scoot away like a minnow. It was lurking around Paranor, drawn by the stench of the graves, probably. I saw its red eyes staring at me, Miss Walker. It's something you never forget.
Underwater? How am I supposed to open the lock gates?
They're kept in place with some kind of steel locks. Just try and pull them out using their mechanism.
All right. There's nothing to it.
Meet me in the shed at the end of the seawall.
They must have put all the boats under lock and key after the catastrophe in Baranor. They must have put all the boats under lock and key after the catastrophe in Baranor.
Welcome to our humble Valsamore funicular station, miss.
When they shut the funicular down this morning, it created chaos.
Steiner's gone up to the clinic. Good.